Hey everybody, BearZombies here with Random Bits of Geek and Mindcore Studios, and today I'm going to be talking to you about Planetoid by Image Comics, or from Image Comics rather, by Ken Gehring. He actually did the story art and lettering for this, but it was put out by Image Comics. This is the first issue. I picked it up on Wednesday, read it a couple of times, and it's pretty fantastic. A lot of what Image has been doing is creator-owned stuff. And this falls right in line with what you would expect. You can pretty much do more or less whatever you want to with it, tell the story that you want to, the art that you want to, however you want to do it. And this is very, very fantastic. It's not too often that you get to have somebody doing everything for a book. The art, lettering, coloring, story, all of that. And whenever you get to do something like that, something like this, I think you get the full feel for what you're trying to get across in a story. This basically follows a man in space who's attracted down to a planet, can't pull out, and ends up crash landing. And he walks out to find that it's like a huge industrial graveyard from the looks of it, and clicks on his little portable AI unit to check everything out, let him know what supplies he still has left, and stuff like that while he starts to explore the planet. But you just get this dark feeling, and it's a whole lot of dark colors, kind of like rusty browns, grays, blacks, splashes of white. Nothing too incredibly colorful here, but you get a feeling, there's some biomechanical monster type creatures here. You don't see this right here that's on the cover, that guy. So, I mean, it's really kind of a sense of foreboding, letting you know that there's something really intense and evil looking, I suppose, coming up. This man against a planet. But he finds out that a whole bunch of people have, crash landed here. There's a group of humans surviving in a little area that's kind of away from all the pollution and stuff that is all over this planet. But it was a fantastic read. I actually can't wait to pick up issue 2. Probably going to read 2 or 3 issues into it and see if I want to wait for a trade or something along those lines to come out. Because I'm a huge trade guy. I like waiting for trade. I can't wait, for issue by issue. I like to just get it all out of the way and continue a full arc. But Planetoid is definitely a strong read. Another really good thing about this and a lot of Image Comics, there's no ads. There's an ad on the back for something that actually seems really badass called Revival. The tagline on that is, "This July, death shall have no dominion." It looks super badass. It's kind of a rural noir. Tim Seeley and Mike Norton are doing that. And then in the back, there's a little ad for Image Comics. Jim Zebkovich talking about, I guess, kind of why he's down with being involved with creator-owned comics. But, I mean, it's just a great story. You get a little bit of a background on the planet, a little bit of a background on a couple of the characters. The main characters coming from a darker background, so that might play into it later. But overall, Planetoid is one of those things where I think just walking by, I wouldn't necessarily pick it up off first glance. But here in Lubbock at Star Comics, we have a random pull specifically for this type of thing, where we can just, read random comics, review them without being biased towards what we're going to pick and choose. And this is one of the ones that kind of got involved and pulled into that. And I'm really, really happy that it did. I also did a review that you can find on mindcorestudios.com by clicking on Random Bits of Geek for the Punisher Max, the Untold Tales of the Punisher Max, rather. And we got a couple others that we'll be putting up as well. But Planetoid, of the ones that I read that wasn't my mainstream, my typical like Batman stories that I'm really, really into, was probably the one that surprised me the most. I am definitely going to keep reading this, and if anybody out there wants to pick up a neat kind of a sci-fi man versus nature versus man story, this definitely seems like that type of a read. So I would definitely pick it up. Especially if you're somebody like me, who it's not just about artwork, it's not just about story. You got to have that awesome blend of everything all in one, and this is definitely all of those things wrapped up. Whenever you get to have, like I said, one guy doing all of this stuff, it's a perfect combo. So go out, pick up Planetoid by Ken Gehring, Image Comics is issue number 1. It's on your shelves right now. It was released Wednesday, so go pick it up. As always, go to mindcorestudios.com, click on Random Bits of Geek for all of your geeky sci-fi, comic book, horror movie franchise stuff, or stick on to Mindcore Studios if you're down with the more occult, humanist, dealings with the body and interactions amongst people and stuff like that. So, if you're watching this, probably swing by Random Bits of Geek first. Thanks.